Oh, I love that. And I love that mindset change, because there are days where I'm like, ugh, here I am at home working. But there's other days where I'm like, ooh, put my oils on and throw on a washing and
Yes.
God, I'm hitting my goals today. And I
Ace
just
today.
tapped out a few emails. It's
Yes.
actually a beautiful environment to be in. I do think how lucky I am. And I love that quote.
In this episode, we're having a conversation about something that we've become pretty passionate about, and that's the concept of workplaces recognising parenthood as legitimate work experience. Not only do we want workplaces to value the skills that parenthood brings to a job, but we want parents to fully embrace their time at home with children, knowing that they're building skills that will be recognised and appreciated by their future employees, if and when they're ready to jump back in the job pool. This is a series of 4 episodes where we dive into this topic, so come along with us and consider your own views on whether parenthood should count towards the skills and experiences listed on a resume, and to maybe help you value your own role as a parent just a little bit more than you did yesterday. Hi Sarah, welcome back. My voice is gone.
You attempted to sing your little intro, but you croaked out.
Yeah,
Thanks for making the effort.
Well, I've got a leftover cough. I'm not sick, but I think the more we talk, the more my voice goes, I don't like this anymore.
Isn't it funny 2 years ago when we were all in COVID lockdown and sanitizing even our privates? You know? Everything was so clean.
Yeah.
People were sanitizing trolleys. No one was sick. And 2 years later, we're just all coming down left, right, and centre.
Yeah, I never get sick. And I think before this, it's been about 18 months at least since I never get sick. Or my kids get sick. My husband gets sick because he works in a hospital. So he's always bringing
I don't know
home
how you
everything.
manage to avoid it.
I just have a great immune system. But I think, everyone's immune system right now is just low.
Finally run you over.
Finally got me down, the old bastard. Anyway, we've been chatting a lot about the concept of parenthood being recognized as an amazing career,
right?
Where you're building skill sets and all this stuff. We've been chatting about chats that we've had with friends about that and diving into it, and it's made me think of one of my favorite quotes, which I wanted to turn into a so-soft quote for this episode.
Oh, I'm excited. So we are really wanting to re-empower women re-entering the workforce and let them know that you've done a freaking great job. You're amazing, but also change the mindset of workplaces that hiring someone returning from motherhood is a bloody great move, because this woman is going to come in with guns blazing. Skill overload.
Oh, yeah.
Good attitude.
Yeah.
Hit me with your quote.
Well, it's from C.S. Lewis, who is an author. I'm sure everybody knows the name, but I think he did...
The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe?
Yeah, Chronicles of Narnia. So he said once that the homemaker has the ultimate career. All other careers exist for one purpose only, and that is to support the ultimate career.
Wow.
And I love, when I first heard that quote...
Just click your heels and go home.
When I first heard that quote, I thought, oh my God, it's so true. Like, anyone who goes out to work as an accountant or a carpenter or anything, what are they doing? They're working to make money to have a nice home, buy some nice food for dinner.
It's basically encapsulates the ultimate work-life balance.
Right? Yeah, everybody is buying something to enjoy their life at home, aren't they?
Yeah.
And so if you have the privilege to be able to be at home doing that and making it the best that it can be, well, really, you're doing the ultimate career, aren't you?
Oh, I love that. And I love that mindset change, because there are days where I'm like, ugh, here I am at home working. But there's other days where I'm like, ooh, put my oils on and throw on a washing and God, I'm hitting my goals today. And I just tapped out a few emails. It's actually a beautiful environment to be in. I do think how lucky I am. And I love that quote.
Yeah, it's a great quote. So I guess it ties into what we've been talking about people reframing their mindset of, if they are at home, being homemakers, being stay-at-home parents, it's not for nothing. You're not just the offsider while your significant other goes to work and makes a living and has the one that everyone talks to at dinner parties about how interesting their job is. You've got the ultimate career, and what they're doing is going out and supporting your amazing career, raising families that are healthy and happy, having homes that
Potentially, not always.
not always healthy.
Sometimes they're little assholes.
Having homes that people want to come, home to, and surrounding yourself with things that
And that's the place.
make your life
You're
happy.
making it a home, it's not just a house.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think the other thing too is so often when we are back in the workforce, so to speak, that your day finishes at 5 or 6 or whatever time it is. When you're a homemaker, it's a 24/7 job.
Absolutely, 24/7 job. Yeah, it never ends. It's not. This is something that I try and explain to my husband a fair bit. That he's a very hard worker, so I don't want. He tries his best to be as supportive and helpful to me as possible, but if he needs to go and do something else, he'll say to me, "Okay, I'm tapping out." That's his line. "I'm tapping out now," because he needs to go to the shops or do some study or
Play golf.
I'll be like, "Okay, I'm tapping out." Whereas
When do you get to tap out?
I don't get to tap out.
No.
I have to extract myself by getting a replacement in for the time that I can be away, and then get sucked back into the parenting. And that happens overnight too. I have to, I'm not, there's no clock off, because if someone wakes up with a nightmare or needing to be fed or whatever, that's me. I'm there. I can never, and I say to him, when you're on call overnight, you might get to go to sleep, but it's not a restful sleep, because you have to be able to answer a call and jump up and go in. And that takes a mindset, right? It takes a mindset that you're willing to be woken up and get up and go and do something. There's a difference when you go to sleep, I reckon. If you're, if you get the night away at a hotel and you get to have a restful night's sleep, you sleep like there's no tomorrow. And your phone, you could get a phone call and you don't wake up to it.
Pillows just never felt better, did they? When you
or if there's
sink
a
into
noise
a hotel?
outside, it doesn't wake you up, because your brain has gotten you to a place where you can have an actual sleep and not be woken up by anything.
Yeah.
But if you know that you need to be able to hear your children, if they wake up in the middle of the night, you're woken up by any noise.
I remember having a conversation when my first daughter was about 3 months old with a friend who was very jovial about entering motherhood. She wasn't quite there yet, and said, "Oh, is it everything you ever imagined?" I said, "It is better. But the one thing they didn't tell me is that it's 24/7 and you can't clock off. You're always thinking about your child. Even hanging a shit is not the same as it used to be, because no one ever explained to me. Obviously, you have a baby, but even when they are sleeping, are they warm enough? Have they slept too long? Are they too cold? You're consistently thinking about someone else. Always. And it doesn't just go, "Okay, it's 5 o'clock. See you later, kid. Fend for yourself." It's 24/7, 7 days.
Yeah, in my household, when everyone has been sick lately, everyone else in the household will go, "I'm feeling sick. I'm just going to go and lie down. I'm done now. I'll come back when I'm feeling better." Yeah. Whereas I'm feeling just as sick, but I have to just stay here and parent, because everyone else gets to just piss off and have a nap. Whereas I'm like, where's my nap? I'd love to be able to turn around to anyone in my house and be like, "Okay, I'm done for the day. Here's the kids. Bye."
So my husband, when he had COVID, I want to tell you, the most annoying fucking sound in the world is a man just snoring into a peaceful rest. And I remember my husband going, "Oh, I'm just going to go to sleep." We both had COVID. He's like, just completely self-centered, passing out, recovering. I wanted to be that person. That's how shit I felt. There's only one day it hit me, but I really wanted to be that person. But I thought, I'll check on the kids. And good thing I did, because while he was... my two youngest were sitting at the top. They both had COVID but were feeling great, didn't get any symptoms. They were at the top of our staircase about to go down on a surfboard that they'd taken the fin off. There goes my china cabinet. But it is just, And that's been from day one. He can just switch off. He can watch the footy and crack a beer. And look, I'm not having a husband bashing. Well, kind of am. But there is just something that I wasn't aware of, that you're not just tapping into motherhood.
Tap into that. You can't, at no point can you ever say with any real authority and follow through, I'm done for the day.
Yeah.
I'm done now. I need a break from this. Here you go. Whoever it is that's standing across from me, it's yours now.
Yeah.
I'm tapping out. See you later.
Yeah, I think I may have had too much wine in the early years for that reason, just to somehow quieten the mind and calm myself. I don't think that was probably, I don't think self-medication is the best thing, but I can understand why a lot of mums do look forward to that bath time, after bath wine, because
there's
not
other
much
way to
else to
tap
look
out.
forward to sometimes.
Anyway, we digress. But I love the quote, and I love the idea of being able to take ownership of the idea of homemaking being the ultimate career, and you like acing or trying, excelling in the ultimate career.
Yeah, it's like the most hardest, tedious, time-consuming, labor-intensive job being a homemaker.
Yeah.
But it's also pretty amazing. And I love the flip on it, that it is that ultimate kind of place that you want to be. Is, it's a homemaker. It's not a housemaker. It's a homemaker.
Exactly. So I have another quote which I love. Elsie DeWolf said, "I'm going to make everything around me beautiful, and that will be my life." Because everybody really just wants to. So it's just another way of saying that, that really ultimately what everybody wants is just to love their life, to be able to come home and be surrounded by things that make them happy and bring them joy, whether that be the people there or the things there, the pets, the plants, whatever it is, to feel like you are loving your life and being able to sit in your home at the end of the day and enjoy where you are and what you're doing.
That inner calm.
Yeah.
Without a snoring husband beside you.
Yeah. That you want to like smother with it. Have you seen that old clip from a 1950s movie where
I was just imagining a beautiful pillowcase that she's owned, and then suddenly just being shoved over your husband's face.
No, there's a great clip from, I don't know what movie it's from, but it made the rounds as a meme like quite a while ago, but husband's lying there snoring, sleeping peacefully, and the woman is looking at him with hatred and resentment in her eyes, and she just hits him on the face, and he goes and wakes up, and she goes, "Oh, darling, are you all right? Oh, you had a nightmare." That's me a lot of days.
All right, well, thanks for bringing that in. That I think it's really tied in with a lot of what we've been talking about lately.
Do you know what I think we should do for the next podcast is come up with what a resume would look like if parenting was your job history.
Ooh, my mind's already racing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think we could come up with some great ways to reframe really, really boring parenting things that we have to go through every day.
Let's do it.
Okay.